When you see something online, but you're not sure if you should try it or give it a go for you, that's what I'm willing to do. It's a game, it's a book, it's something you should cook. I'll be your faithful minion, give you a second opinion. What's up, gamers, and what is up, Yeung? Or should I say, Lei Ho Ma. In this video, I want to celebrate a great YouTuber named Will and his channel, Young Man Cooking. The dish I'm going to be making in this video is one that I was introduced to by Will and his YouTube channel, and it opened so many doors for me in the cooking world. I want to share with you a couple specific ingredients from the dish that makes it so delightful, and also just, I think, things that everyone should try at least once in their life. And the first thing we've got to make is his special chili oil. So let's get that out of the way. Now, the chili oil that we made is buried deep within the Mapo tofu dish, so I just wanted to try it on its own. So I made some chicken and seared off some chicken, and the first thing that I notice when I cook anything using this oil now is it gives it a great color. A wonderful color is a great way to start off with any recipe. It adds a depth of flavor that is not present with just regular oil, and you get a hint of spice right on your tongue. One ingredient from this recipe that I really want to emphasize is the Sichuan Peppercorn. Everybody who enjoys cooking at all needs to try this and decide for themselves if it's something they want to add to their ingredient arsenal. I myself actually have a red Sichuan Peppercorn grinder that I sit next to some of my other grinders. If I want to dress up something like a fried egg in the morning with sort of an Asian flair, I definitely turn to the Sichuan peppercorn to kick it up a notch. If you eat the peppercorn itself alone, it actually creates an extreme numbing sensation. And in and of itself isn't spicy, but it acts on your taste buds in such a way that it will turn up the spice in any dish to 11. The second ingredient from this dish that I would like to point out is dried shiitake mushrooms. Oh yeah. Ooh. Just busting that open and getting that smell alone, that deep, rich umami scent, that's enough to drive you crazy. It lends a lot of flavor to this dish, and also, anytime you need to add water and you think that a dish might benefit from a little mushroomy flavor, you can simply boil a few of these while you're cooking something else, and boom, you're not just adding water to a dish, you're adding wonderful mushroom flavor. Alright, well, we got that oil finished, so now let's make the Mapo tofu itself. Bon appetit, it is time for me to eat. Let's go take a quick look at what Will thinks about this dish and see if we agree.
Optional teaspoon cayenne pepper.
Now, something I want to point out here. He says optional cayenne pepper. I am an absolute spice fiend, so this dish, as created on the video, is probably about a medium for me. But I think there's already enough spice elements that anybody who has any aversion to a lot of heat in that way should definitely not put the cayenne in. I think for a lot of people, this is going to be a very spicy dish.
1 tablespoon soy sauce. Add an optional 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce to create a richer color.
I personally would definitely find some dark soy sauce. I found a mushroom flavored dark soy sauce, and I really think it adds a lot here. Just keeps those layers rolling. Now, although he plates here with just the Mapo tofu and green onion, I don't think you can eat this dish in that way. It needs something like a white cow roast rice to kind of break it up, or maybe some potato, any kind of starch really. It definitely benefits from something to absorb the flavor and kind of cut through some of the intensity. I'm sure this was merely just a tool in order to display the dish.
Look at how scrumptious that looks.
Scrumptious, agreed. It is a beautiful dish, and it is rich and bold. I will say his version is a little umamier than I am used to making. It's a little saltier, and it's kind of on the richer, saltier side of the spectrum. I kind of like to make mine a little more vinegar forward, lighten it up a little bit, but that's just a preference. This is an absolutely wonderful dish. I love his recipe, and I love what he's done here. Kudos to Will. That dark, rich, brown, bubbling sauce in the middle of preparation is so appealing. Will gives a lot of body to the sauce with the mashed chickpeas. I've done the same thing using lentils, as well as I often will buy a ton of cremini mushrooms and just chop those up in order to kind of replace the chickpeas here, in order to just bolster the sauce as a whole. This is a spicy dish, and the Sichuan peppercorns will make it feel even spicier. So that is another reason I kind of recommend maybe holding back on the cayenne, as I think you'll still get all the bold flavors without getting overloaded by heat. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. Another special thanks to Will Yeung and his channel for broadening my cooking horizons. Links to his channel in the description box below. Go check him out if you want to look at some more recipes. Thanks for watching me. I stream games on Twitch, so if you want to come by and talk about food, I love to talk about food. And if you've got any ideas about something I should make or a game I should play, let me know in the comments section below. Gamers gotta eat, so you might as well make it delicious.